What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict here. Time for a snap-on tool haul. It's Saturday. I'm in the shop, just finishing up some stuff. We had another busy week, despite other things that I had going on. It was definitely a busy week. I am beat. It is almost 4 o'clock and on Saturday, and I was here till almost midnight last night. I'm whipped. I'm ready to relax, take the next day off, come back again, and hit it harder on Sunday. But I thought, you know what? We're going to do a tool haul here for Snap-on Tool Haul, and big shout out to Den of Fools on this. It's Snap-on stuff, so those guys are really hating hard on Snap-on, even though Icon basically copied the whole entire Snap-on line. I don't know what they're butthurt about. I really don't know. They literally are arguing about stupid stuff. It just kills me. I mean, I've literally listened to that guy, and he's a hack. That's all he is to it. He has no idea about the automotive industry. Not a clue. He does not even understand diddly squat. Sorry if I hurt your guys' feelings that like the Den of Fools, and I'm only referring to him now as the Den of Fools. He has made it a point to, I fired shots first, and I'm one of those guys that I just don't have the tolerance for people who are that fake, and they don't really have any. He said he was some kind of scientific engineer. Is basically what he told me, and I think that's bogus. He's retired at 50. That's anybody that retires at 50 and is making a YouTube channel and really he doesn't impress me. He's getting free toolboxes. I mean, like, that's his claim to fame. I don't buy that. I think he's probably got something else going on in his life. Is why he's retired. Nobody wanted him to work for him. Is what the deal was. They probably couldn't stand him. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get on to, I'm probably going to do a quick shop tour type 2 on this, because, you guys are, I got a few guys that were like, I like the comments that people think they know me, and it's speculation. They have no clue. Obviously, we are a shop here. I'm always in a shop sometimes when I'm doing the video or I'm at home. I'm dying to get my toolbox here. I just don't have the space in this shop, and I'll show you why when we get done with this. But let's go over the tool haul quick. Got another made in USA. This is a Blue Point part, so this isn't a Snap-on made product, but this is a US made Blue Point part. And these things right here, this is a GA53A. And this is a flexing mirror. I love these things. Got a little springy deal here. I haven't taken this one out of the package yet because I haven't had a need to use it, and it's kind of one of those deals where I only use it for specific things. The glass can break on them very easily. You can get them recut and remade, but these are one of my favorite mirrors. My old one was a Mac one, and it's broken. I'm not the company that builds these. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm so glad to see that this one's made in the USA. It is an awesome. These are awesome tools here. I like these mirrors. I always liked them. I don't know. Then we got the little fella here. Another one made in the USA. Blue Point. This one is a GA523, and I use this one for under dash stuff. You're really in tight spaces, doing electrical. Try to see if you got a little, some crusties on some wires. Tight spaces. I only need the big, and they have a medium-sized one. Don't really need that. Obviously, electrical stuff. I been poking around for years without these, and splitting harnesses. I got a deal on these. These are the older. I don't even know if they have the Instinct handles in these, but I've been doing a crap ton of wiring, and I'll be honest with you. I was putting off. I was going to buy a cheaper set, and I thought, you know what? I don't need to be that cheap. You know, so I got this set. Pretty good deal on it. I'm really happy with it. The handles are comfortable. These are all lifetime warranted, which none of the other ones I found were. So that was a big thing for me, you know. Definitely need these when you're doing electrical and harnesses and stuff like that. I've done a lot lately. So that's a big deal. Picked up a pair of these. I'm still on the fence with them. I do like the crimpers on the front. They're super nice. They're small. They were nice, but I don't like these style of strippers. I'm still a big fan of the LG. Sorry, I forgot to turn my notifications off. These ones right here, they're not Mako. Tool Aid makes them. They are patented in the U.S., Taiwan made. Not sure what the story is on them. Don't really care. Never looked into it. They work. You can buy the same ones at Harbor Freight. They're black and red. Everybody rebrands them. They're like 15 bucks. I didn't give 15 bucks for these. Actually, the Mako guy warranted my Tool Aid ones. So he was nice enough to do that for me. Only thing difference is the sticker. So anyways, yeah, these are the PW CSS7ACFs. OTC makes some similar, but I'll tell you what. I'm not even actually sure these are rebranded, but these are USA made. I know these are made by Snap-on. I just like the Snap. When it comes to pliers, I'm only going to buy Snap-on. I don't care. You know, nobody will know. Nobody want. Once again, these are one of those deals where people be like, you know, you're spending money on Snap-on, you're wasting your money. No, for me, it's not. It really isn't, because I like those pliers better than any other ones on the market. Nobody makes ones where I actually go, oh, these are all, I mean, besides Nipex, but the handles on these pliers are definitely engineered to give you less fatigue, and they feel comfortable. When I pick these things up, I don't hate them. And these, I have so many freaking pliers. You know, I'm a plier junkie, but you use tons of pliers, but in anything you're doing in this business. But here's an old set of my Max. I don't like these slick handles, and here's the reason. Here's the reasons. The Nipexes, those handles are slick there. Get my Nipexes. Where the heck are my Nipexes? Right here. So the Nipexes are a little bit better, but you know they have that rough texture on them, and but they just don't have that cushion to them. I mean, these things are a little bit thicker. I just dig that. Not only that, the material that Snap-on uses, it is not always the most rust-proof, so you got to oil them and whatnot, but I don't know. They seem to last longer. Over years of use, it's just what I see. So these are not going to be my go-tos all the time, but when it comes to crimping, I do like these. These are super awesome, and then I like the little teeth in the end there if I got to grab something and pull on it a little bit and do some crimping. So just another arsenal. I have a ton of strippers, not ones that dance on poles. Tons of strippers, wire strippers, and I do a lot of electrical. I'm a big guy that does a lot of electrical. I'm sure there's a lot of people going, how? How do you get underneath the dash? Well, you know, I do it. I contort myself. You know, I just did a complete dash rewire on a 86 Chevy pickup. The guy sent it down from Canada. You know, I rewired the whole dash. Doesn't bother me. Not scared, I guess. I'm flexible. It is what it is. Anyways, moving on. Then we got these little fellers here, the 786 CFs. I already have some flush cuts. I have actually 3 pairs, and I'm sure that I've showed these all in the videos. I bought this little set here too. I wanted to change them up. The only thing I really wanted was these needle nose right here. These things are the cat's patoot, and then it was kind of a deal where you couldn't pass up the other 2 for it. So, but that's got a flush cut set in it. It's got a nice little set right there. Then I have these flush cuts here, and then I also have these. A little disappointed these don't have the spring loaded on. They're stiff as all get out. But they do help me cut some stuff that's a little bit bigger. Where these ones, I tend to always run, I have noticed, so these ones don't have the notch. That's what I liked about these. If you look here on these flush cuts, it's got a little hole. Well, that little sucker, that little hole causes you to miss that last cut sometimes when you go in too deep. And then these little fellers too also have the same thing. They got a little hole back there. So that's why I was like, hey, what do you got in these flush cuts that goes all the way through? And that's the answer, the 786 CFs. I wish they were spring loaded. They are stiff as hell opening them up, but it is what it is. I don't hate them. I'm not scared. I like my snap-on pliers. You know, it's snap-on pliers for me. Flare nut wrenches, some of the wrenches. I'm not huge on the wrenches. I think there is a lot of companies out there that build good wrenches now. Let's see. It's my torque wrenches. My you know, the Den of Tools made a comment about that too. He said that the Icon torque wrenches were just as good as the Snap-on. Well, I don't know that Icon makes an electronic torque wrench, so apparently you're living in the Stone Age. I mean, the guy doesn't even understand what the difference between a technician uses. We don't use click-style torque wrenches because most of the time you have to use angle on heads. Once again, guy's out of his realm, doesn't know nothing, and just makes a comment. You know, I'm done talking about this guy after this video, I swear to God. He is just absolutely annoying, and I don't watch his channel anymore because he got annoying. But anyways, moving on. That was my little rant. Sorry. I got these ones, HCP 48 ACFs. Now these are for the spring clamps. I'm getting a lot of old cars in. Doing a lot of hot rod stuff now. I wouldn't say it's hot rod stuff, but like I'm not gonna do a lot of motor swaps or LS swaps or whatnot. It's just not my wheelhouse. Don't have the time, don't have the space, don't have the manpower to do stuff like that. Me doing electrical, I do that on my own, and it's my deal. So I can come in and do that on the weekends and kind of keep it. And I do one car every 2 weeks, something like that, you know, and they usually get shipped in. So, that being said, I get some of those spring hoses when we're doing, if they want something little changed or whatnot, you know, them old springs. I never had a set of these pliers, and these come in handy for those spring clamps, and they're on older GMs and whatnot, so they had a deal on these. Definitely one of those things I like about Snap-on too, 3-position. That's not a common thing in out there, but next thing I got me some wire insertion tools. Now I did appreciate Rust Belt Mechanics video that he did on making his own, and I was gonna go that route, but then I found out that these things really aren't that much money through Snap-on. I thought they were super expensive, but doing these grommets and stuff like that, or doing these wiring looms through these, putting the wires through the grommets and these firewalls and some of these older vehicles and newer vehicles even too. I mean, we do electronic repair, but you know, gotta have that little fella right there. It's pretty handy, and there's really no point in me making one. If anything, I'll probably thread brake line if I need to, find a bigger one, 5/8 brake line, and use it to bend. A stainless steel one, I think I can probably get enough rigidity out of it to make a curve on it. Like, you know, Rust Belt made some awesome tools, and I really should have attempted to do that. But when I asked the Snap-on guy how much this is a WINS 100R. Sure, the R means red. Probably a different part number somewhere else. But anyways, these things are awesome. I think they're like 50 or 60 bucks. I think it's a pretty reasonable deal. Comes with that long one there, and then you got your, it's a 5-piece set. And I'm not sure what the diameter they call this, like a 5/8 probably too on this one. What is this one now? Let's see what we got here. See if we got a size calibration on the back here. And they don't exactly say. This is made in Korea. This is probably rebranded, but I couldn't find it anywhere, because if I would have, I would have bought it on Amazon first. Their PT Tool makes them too. I think I got a PT Tool, Performance Tool, which is the same people that make a few other things when you go to the parts store. Just cheap stuff, but I'm not sure what size they call that. That's probably got to be about a 5/8 diameter, I'm sure. Anyways, looks like it to me anyways. But yeah, so you got your big one, you know, about the size of my pinky. And you really got to stuff stuff in there. Got a couple little guys, that little 1/4 inch, and then, you know, this 5/8. So there you go. WINS 100R. Definitely something if you need that. That's a good pickup, I think, for a Snap-on guy. And then I wanted a new set of picks, so I picked up these. I didn't really like the color. I'm not a big fan of them. I've been using them, and I don't know. I think I'm over the plastic grip ones. They're blue, and I just wanted a set of long picks. I've been using them stinking. I got these old screw handle ones, you know, that I've had from Mac for a long time, and the handles would come loose, and it was just aggravating, and I wanted something that I could come in there and really dig down into something and whatnot. So I got these guys. I don't even know how much I paid for those because I didn't care. I just gave them a big pile of cash and called it a day. All right. Next thing is not a Snap-on, okay, so don't clump it into there because I actually thought this was neat. I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time, I think. But was down at Menards, and these Master Force, you know, stuff like this really intrigues me. I couldn't pass it up. I'm a big fan of pistol grip stuff, so this is a double jointed pistol grip. I'm not sure the part number on it. I don't remember if I've talked to this about it in another video, but I just seen this and I thought I'd grab it because I'm meaning to, because I've actually used this now a couple times, and you know, I didn't want to say too much beforehand, but I'll tell you what, these are stout. I can really, you know, I get these things, you can see I can close these things down like that, but of course I do a lot of grip work. You know, shooting competition pistol, kind of, you know, I've got some, you know, beefy forearms, and you always got to hang on to that gun, but that's probably why I like pistol grips, because it feels so natural to me. I mean, I shoot 30,000 rounds a year, so I don't have time. I mean, that's tomorrow I'm going to shoot a match and, you know, practice a little bit, but pistol grip seems to be what probably just naturally fits better to me. Maybe that's why I like it, but yeah, these things seem really stout. I was impressed with them. I've used them a couple times, really gotten into something. They do flex down like that, but this jaw does not come loose. They're cheap plier, like $10 or something like that, but not sure the part number. Sure they're made in China, but just wanted to throw those out there for you guys. Then I wanted to also talk about a couple other little deals too. Got these little fellers here, and been a big fan of these for a long time. I've had these for years now, and people come in the shop and they'll see me use them and they'll ask me. This is an MT3-14, little thin, 1/4 to 3/8. Got a magnet on it. You can see it's kind of oily. Then we got an MT3-38. This is a 3/8 to 1/2 inch. I'll put this on the Snap-on. Sorry, I don't have any icon ratchets. You guys are looking for those. Don't need them. I got a whole drawer full of ratchets I've had forever. Then we got a 1/2 to 3/8, and then of course we got a 1/2 to 3/4. It goes like that. So technically, you wanted to, which I don't know why you would, take this all the way up to 3/4 with a 1/4 inch. It's pretty cool. They've come in handy because the thing about it is they're so small. The only pain in the ass part about them is getting them apart sometimes to get them to use them. But, you know, if you want to go, you need, let's say you need a 19. Look at that. Socket holds on there. But that is a 1/4 inch with a 19. And it hardly takes up any space. This is a thin ratchet. My Maca one, I've had this one for quite some time. But this one is, that's kind of a neat deal if you got something where you're trying to get in a tight spot. Check these things out. I've only seen them on the Mack truck. They have some other ones, I've seen them everywhere else, but MT38, I don't know what the set is. You know, like I said, I'm not a Snap-on fanboy. I'm a fan of tools that work. And let's see if I can give you the part number on the 1/2 to 3/4 is MT312. These little guys are pretty awesome, in my opinion. Definitely something that I would have in my arsenal. Always have. Loved them. Last thing, want to show you guys, we're in 20 minutes now. You're still watching and you're not flipping out in the comment section. Because I love it when I go to the comment section and somebody's like, "You're a hack! You're a hack!" We got this little fella here. It's called a magnetizer demagnetizer. Speaking of performance tool, that's what these guys make here. Several people make them. I have a couple of these, but it you know, says magnetizing, demagnetizing. These things are super handy in my opinion. I don't necessarily always like my screwdrivers to be magnetized. So let me see if I can get something here light enough for me to get on this screwdriver. Oh, actually, I got a 10mm over here in my tray. See if this will pick up this 10mm bolt. Just got done putting a windshield or a rear wiper motor in a Trailblazer. That was a nightmare. Found out them Trailblazer rear wiper motors are, I guess I didn't realize they were that well, or not. They weren't tough to put in, but I had problems with the motor getting a good one. She's not going to pick up a 10mm very well. It's a pretty heavy bolt as far as magnetizing it. Oh, almost had it. See what else we got here. Something a little bit lighter. That bolt's kind of good size. You know, that's 10mm stud bolt. Hex cap bolt. This is the actual proper terminology. So for anybody who wants to criticize me or, you know, bring the pitchforks out, see if it'll pick up a little tight, you know. See if I can get some more magnetizing out of it. Not quite enough, but you get the point. Let's see here. For a screw, it's going to hold it on there. And then demagnetize it in here. I'm sure you guys have seen these before, but I just wanted to kind of, yeah. So there's that. If you haven't seen them, it's a neat little trick, help you out. That's what I'm all about, helping you out. You might as well take this thing to 30 minutes, and maybe we'll just do a quick tour of the shop here. Kind of show you what exactly I got going on here on a Saturday. You know, of course, this is my tool cart. I kind of wheel this all over the shop because I'm helping out everybody all over the place. We got some, we got our YF 1234 machine, our R134 machine. Got our VAT over there, gang box for parts. We got a lot of fluids and whatnot on the shelf there. Scan tools, all those are scan tools. And got a big maximizer toolbox over there. That's one of the, that's my partner. And then we'll walk over here, kind of show you. We got our Geoliner 770 alignment machine, parts cleaner, transmission flush machine, our drive-on hoist. There's the windshield wiper I just replaced. And we got Chrysler 300 over here. We're doing a engine on. Just done heads on that Chevy. And we got exhaust. We got an exhaust leak on this here Jeep. We got a parking lot full of cars. Yeah. So we've got a mess over here because we've got, this is our shop is kind of tight. We got our wheel balancer and tires over here. They are Coats. It's it's tight space in here. It's a little bit messy right now. Not something I like. We got our welders, Lincoln, ESOB, plasma torch. Speaking of Icon boxes, so this is one of our other tech's box. Maybe we'll do a toolbox tour of his one of these days. Just bought this one from the Snap-on guy, $2,500. 30 inches deep, not 24. So stainless steel top. I'd buy this box all day long from the Snap-on guy. I don't like Snap-on boxes, but that's what I would do. And then I'm not going to try to wiggle over in here. But that box right there, bought that box for $1,500 off of Facebook Marketplace. So there you go. Do you need to spend $4,000 on an Icon toolbox? No. Can you buy boxes cheap off of people? If you look, yes, there's deals out there everywhere. My boxes, I literally probably got close to $5,000, but I got that Matco. I've got a Mac. I have a Snap-on, and I have I got a new one coming, a new toolbox. Oh, a Husky 80-inch. Yeah, so Husky 80-inch is down at our 2 other bays that we have. You have to walk outside. Not gonna go out. We got 2 more bays down there. 6 stalls total. 4 rotary hoists. They're all 9,000-pound rotaries. We installed all of them. All this stuff is paid for. We don't have anything on credit. Don't need anything on credit. We pay for our bills. That's how we do it. That way we're able to keep our overhead lower, help the customer out, and that's pretty much the long and short of it. So there you go, guys. There's a little mini shop tour. Appreciate you watching. Smash that like button. I'll try to do some more tool repair videos here when I get a chance. The cart is looking, whoa, the cart is looking a little bit messy. I do take a lot of time to clean up my stuff and put everything back. That's why it looks nice, because I try to take care of my stuff. But anyways, like I said, smash that like button. Comment, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Hopefully we'll have some more stuff going on here. Wintertime comes, I'll be in the shop more and less running around outside too. So thanks for watching, guys.